Censor board has cleared a film. No body, government, semi-government or non-government body can stop the screening of a film.
Right. That's the best gift Arjun could give it to the industry.
More than the physical, you could see the biceps.
She's the only one who didn't work out ever. We all were working out except her.
Yeah.
Shooting hours means like we were taxing you so much?
No. Like whatever I did on the
Did you ever shoot
set.
more than
This
8
is the fun
hours?
of having newcomers.
Wrap up by 9, sir, please.
What sort of inputs did Manoj Bajpayee give to you for this thing, this story made?
Amazing. Like, you know, he
Wrap
brings,
up by 9, sir, please.
he brings in a whole experience of kind of his real experiences. We belong to the same village, same area. And he brings in a lot as far as his experience is concerned. So he brings in his character with a greater easiness and authenticity, and as everyone else does. But as far as input is concerned, you know, my job is to transfer, transport and transmit my information, my concept, my belief into everybody, because they are not the one who have thought about it and written it. Once I have done that, my characters are ready, and we do that before we go to the set. Each one of us, we work on the characters and the scenes and the readings. Manoj also does that. And they keep calling me up before we start shooting for months. Like when we start the...
I think you had workshops and all for the movie.
Individual workshops. Sometimes, you know, we get 2 or 3 people together, but we just do that. We understand. So that is my job. That is my, you know, responsibility. So when they come on the set, they come with their own character. Whatever they have understood. And I never ever direct my actors on the set. Never.
Okay, now Arjun Rampal, you know, many times what happens is that when you're having certain, say, issue-based movies and all, and what happens is that it can turn preachy as well. Like say your character when you're saying that aap kiske saath mein aap hona chahenge, and the entire thing, that dialogue that you have. In fact, so do you think that have you guys managed to just maybe avoid that?
That's the biggest challenge, you know,
right,
when you have such a topical subject, you know, and it's such a important issue where you want to get out a message. Definitely, you know, the film has got a very strong message at the end, which you will leave the theatres with. But you can't do it like a docudrama. You know, others we would make a documentary.
Absolutely.
Okay, and that I think is the skill which Prakash Jha brings to the table. You know, the way he balances the entertainment, okay, of making it a larger-than-life experience. Okay, the setting, the cinematography, the frames, the characters, you know, the authenticity, you know, and at the same time a great cinematic experience. I think that he brings beautifully and blends it into something, a very commercial story, very easy to understand without getting preachy, boring. Treat it like a thriller in terms of the screenplay, you know, the way you won't know what's going to happen in the next scene, you know, you're on the edge of your seat, introducing very interesting faces. I mean, the faces and just the whole vibe of the film is so incredible that you're transported into that area, you know, into that space. Like we were transported once we went onto set with him. You know, it's one thing doing readings and all sitting here in Bombay, but once you go onto the set, what he has created for you as an that makes it so much easier for us as actors to go and then just play our parts, and then the rest of the screenplay, the direction, the cinematography, you know, the action and everything that makes you go and have a wonderful cinematic experience.
Fantastic. Now, Manoj Bajpayee, do you think that once the movie releases and all, do you think that somewhere misconceptions hai maybe about Naxalites, that it's all say in negative and all that stuff, maybe a few of the misconceptions can be just removed if possible?
First of all, as I said in the beginning itself, that I really want this story to go across to each and every person who is sitting there in the auditorium.
Right.
But definitely with Mr. Prakash Jha's film, what happens that there is always an exposure to the audience who is not, you know, who is not known to the topic that he is making a film on. And Naxalism is been a problem where most of the urban milieu, you know, has been completely cut off from it. So this is an opportunity, as I said in one of my interviews. The story should be, you know, a story should reach there. The emotional conflict that he's trying to portray through the various characters. If it reaches there, even the topic will be discussed, issue will be discussed, there will be a whole lot of familiarity with the issue that is there in the background. Again, I am saying Naxalism is in the background. The main story is with the purpose of entertaining the people.
Right. And now one of your scenes in the film when you're just telling the police guy that he says that 49 आपने murders कैसे किए होंगे, then you say that हाथ खोल के देखा बताती हूँ. That has a sort of moment to it. What sort of physical training did you do for this performance as such? For just maybe, I don't know.
More than the physical, you could see the biceps.
She's the only one who didn't work out ever. We all were working out except her.
Yeah, I tried with Arjun and Abhay some days, but it was too much for me. Yeah, because the shooting hours
she didn't know who to look at.
Enough. Yeah.
Shooting hours means like we were taxing you so much?
No. Like whatever I did on the set.
This is the fun of having newcomers. We can bully them.
I think she is very good in the film.
समझ में नहीं आता तुझे देख के कि 49 पुलिस वालों का मर्डर कैसे करे हुए थे.
1 मिनट के लिए हमारा हाथ तो खोल दे, अभी 50 पूरा कर दूँ.
Okay, Abhay, how was the experience of being a part of this entire ensemble cast? Because I think the kind of actors that you've been acting in this movie, I think maybe you haven't.
They're usually good actors.
No, it's not about maybe good actors, but a very wide, diametrically opposite to what you've maybe done in the past. So how was that experience?
It's been great. I mean, each film has its own experience, and it's always nice to have a multicast film because you have company, first of all, and it gets very lonely when doing a solo project. So you already set up to actually have a good time. Then, of course, after that, it's everyone's professional. We all sort of help each other out, or other. Like I would turn to Arjun if I wanted something or work on a scene, and or if it's Manoj. And the other thing is, everyone comes in prepared, and they all come in with their sort of take on this, and that makes it a richer experience because someone will come up with something that you hadn't thought of. They'd look at what you've come up with and they would react to that. So it just makes it for a richer experience, And like I said, the company is always helpful.
Great. Prakash Ji, how many screens are you coming out with the movie as such?
This is the week that we'll be actually working out. I mean, because we are coming on a Wednesday.
Right.
So of course the number of screens will be there, but I think exposure will increase from Wednesday to Thursday to Friday, because all the films which are running midweek, their shows will have to be reduced, etc.
And three movies are coming on the same day.
So at this point of time, I think it is a little too premature, because these days things are decided, with just 2 or 3 days before the release of the film. Because 90% of the release, as you know, is digital, which can be switched on in a matter of hours. So let us see. But we are giving it a very wide release, that I can quite easily say.
Great. You faced problems in Arakshan as far as whatever happened with the movie. Now you've had a Supreme Court injunction that no one can stop the movie.
No, High Court
injunction. Okay.
But that we have won in the High Court by the division bench. So standing right now, right here, we have no injunction on the song at all. Everything has been.
I'm not talking about the song. I'm talking about whatever happened. I think during Arakshan, the entire ban thing that happened and all. I think you had you won some court case or something, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that no one can maybe forcefully just
now today.
Once the censor
board has cleared a film, no body, government, semi-government or non-government body can stop the screening of a film.
Right. That's the best gift Arakshan could give it to the industry.
Great. But still what happens is that, say for example, maybe after Naxals you've shown it in a certain light, but you never know how people react to certain situations.
We are very responsible people, and we look at things from very honest kind of side, and we if there are things wrong with the Naxals, we have no hesitation in saying that in the film. If there are things wrong with the system and police, we have no hesitation in saying that.
Right.
And we have tried to create a very kind of honest, balanced picture and put everything on the table.
Right.
But that is apart. It's primarily the story of two friends, which is set against the background of I don't think people will definitely kind of appreciate it, or if they don't like it, they will say something about it. But there is nothing to worry about as far as the ideology of the film is concerned.
I think Om Puri Saab is looking very good as well. Thank you very much for being on Bollywood Hungama, and we really hope that the film does exceedingly well and all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bollywood. हंगामा।
जय हिंद। नहीं बोल दिया इसने, शो के पहले ही बोल दिया था। पलटा नहीं ये भी लाल नहीं है।